Spurs are going to win a trophy this season. It's happening. It is inevitable. Okay, I might be going a bit too extreme there, but I do genuinely think we've got a big chance of winning a trophy this season. And this video is going to explain exactly why. Calm your horses, calm your horses. I'm not saying we're going to go out and win the Premier League. I think it's going to be Arsenal winning the Premier League this season. But there are 3 other cups which I think we should genuinely be setting our sights on. The FA Cup, League Cup and the Europa League. Man United had an awful season last season, but they still managed to win the FA Cup. It shows that it is possible for a team not named Man City to go out and win these types of trophies. But where is this confidence coming from? Why do I think we're going to go from what we were last season to winning a trophy next season? Our squad has really impressed me over pre-season. And I know people tend to say you can't take too much away from pre-season, but genuinely watching how our youngsters have integrated into the squad, even the likes of Archie Gray and Bergvall, who've only been there for the last month, have integrated so seamlessly into the system, into the Ange Postecoglou system. That right off the bat gives me great confidence that no matter what team we put out in these trophies, we will be competitive. Obviously, we've also had another year of Ange Ball, but if you look at the positives and look at Ange Ball at its best in some of the games we played last season, like against Man United, like against Burnley last season, like against Newcastle, Aston Villa, when Ange Ball is in full flow, it is so good. Eki said in one of the most recent interviews that he did with Alistair Gold that the training sessions are less about play, and more about specifically what they're meant to be doing in the tactics. Tactical nuance. But that's me speaking about the first team. In a lot of these competitions, we're going to be relying on the fringe players, on the under 21 players that we have in our squad and that we have available. And they are really good, genuinely really good. I wouldn't be scared if I saw the likes of Jamie Donnelly, Mikey Moore, even George Abbott, Alfie Devine, the likes of them integrated into a first team with obviously some senior players in there to help them out. At some stage in these competitions, we are going to have to go up against the best teams in England. The likes of Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City. And they are going to be tough games. And I'm not necessarily even sitting here saying that we are going to win one of the domestic competitions. The one that I'm setting my sights on is the Europa League. If you know your football history, if you know your Spurs history, you'll know that we were the first British club to win a European trophy. The first English club, to win a European trophy. And we have a history in the Europa League. We've won the Europa League more than once. But history doesn't win you trophies now. Why do I think we're going to win it this season? Or at least have a very good chance of winning it this season? For those of you who don't know, the Europa League format has completely changed as of 2024. No more teams are dropping down from the Champions League into the Europa League, and that is a massive positive. Equally, 5 teams from both the Italian League and the German League are in the Champions League. That takes out 2 more top quality teams who are not going to be in the Europa League this season. Simply put, we are one of the best teams in the Europa League. If you look at the teams that are in the Europa League right now, looking at the teams that are in the Europa League right now, you've got the likes of Olympiacos, Man United, Atletico Bilbao, Eintracht Frankfurt, Roma, Lazio, Porto, Lyon, AZ Alkmaar, Nice, and Real Sociedad. Apparently, you're not meant to say AZ Alkmaar because it's just RZ. Yeah. You're not meant to, sorry. You're not meant to say that was from an Ali Gold video. Out of these teams here, and I guess you could mention some of these down here, but Hearts of Mytholodic, we should be better than them. And Shamrock wrote, come on. But looking at these teams, we are better. We are one of the best teams here. Atletico Bilbao, very good team. Man United, we don't know how Man United are going to perform next season. And then you look at the rest, and it's not too promising in terms of challenging for this competition. We should see this as a competition where we are the favourites. And then you've got the new format for both the Champions League and the Europa League, which is a league table system. We play 4 teams away, 4 teams home, and they are all seeded. Europa League gives the squad an opportunity to play meaningful matches. You'll have the likes of Mickey Moore, Jamie Donnelly, hopefully, Will Lancashire, hopefully. The likes of our fringe players and our younger players having the chance to play significant minutes and get used to the system, get used to playing professional football. This is going to give them the chance. We've got 8 games, and some of those games are going to be against some very poor opposition that our under 21s should be able to beat. One of the main issues that we had last season, especially when it came to the Fulham game, is that we threw players into the game who weren't comfortable playing the system and hadn't had any minutes in their legs. They hadn't been playing football. This gives our players a chance to be playing football. We're going to have a squad of 18, 19 players playing regular football, and that is so important for a squad. You can't have your first team playing too many minutes. You can't have your first strongest 11 playing all of the minutes. And equally, you can't have your bench getting no minutes. There needs to be a balance, and the Europa League gives us the chance to get that balance. We're going to need signings to strengthen that first 11. I don't want to see this exact same team that we were playing last season being our strongest 11 next season. That we wouldn't be going forward then. So a massive caveat to this video is that we need to strengthen. But if you've been watching our pre-season games and you've been seeing how the players have been performing in pre-season, they look more comfortable in the system. One massive important factor that you have to take into consideration when looking at our pre-season is that pretty much apart from Pedro Porro, our entire backline has not been present. We've only just recently got Vicario and Dragusin back, but Mickey van der Ven, Romero and Destiny Udogie all have not been playing. When they are back into the team as well, with strengthening in that midfield, in the forward line, in competitions like the Europa League, when we've got to the latter stages where we can be playing our full strength 11 against some of those teams that I've just mentioned, I really do think we are one of the favourites to win the competition this season. Ange is confident that Ange Ball is enough to win a trophy. He doesn't want to just think about winning a trophy next season. He wants to think about winning a trophy next season, a trophy the season after, 2 trophies the season after. He wants to build a dynasty with this football club. I think it's clear to see with our transfer dealings this summer so far that the lack of Champions League football has affected our budget, even though I was sure it would. And you're seeing the likes of Aston Villa going out and spending that Champions League money early. The teams around us are strengthening. We need to get on that train quickly and bring in some top quality players to strengthen our first 11. Once we do that, I think we have a very good chance of winning silverware this season. That is just my personal opinion. Please do let me know in the comments below what you believe is going to happen this season with Tottenham Hotspur. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment as well if you've been enjoying the Spurs content. I do intend to be producing a couple videos every single week speaking about Spurs, I can't wait to stop speaking about transfers and start speaking about actual football. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day.